I like Invade. It's always good to see people that look like me in roles like this, in worlds like this, in films like this, where it's not about people that look like me being struggling with black issues or whatever. It's just a regular like disaster movie, regular climate movie, but with people that look like me. I like that. First of all, first and foremost. Second of all, the idea of doing like a climate film, film that tackles the climate crisis, that tackles environmental crisis in the form of in the style of a disaster movie. I really like that, and like the feelings that this film gave me similar feelings as a disaster movie, and I really like that approach to to a film about this subject matter. So
I was really impressed by the scope of the story that the filmmaker was able to tell in such a concentrated period of time. I thought that the visual effects were incredibly well executed technically and helped to convey that scope. I think that this film touches upon a key aspect of climate change, that being aside from our individual habits as consumers and the issues that those present, climate change is directly related to the actions of large corporations and their largely unchecked and unbridled power, and how those actions are misrepresented in our media. I think that another really important aspect of this film was the relationship between Ramon and his son, and I particularly enjoyed and was touched by the scene of them at the restaurant. I think that this relationship is so important in a film about climate change because for many people, climate change is still perceived as something distant and in the future. And in order to reach those individuals, I think it's important to see how climate change can directly affect them and their families when it becomes very real, or I should say, more real than it has already become.
It definitely tickled that disaster movie itch for me. It had all the elements of disaster, sci-fi action, um, and basically it was had a message of cautionary tale about drilling, um, which was also, well, it was enjoyable in the sense of it had that movie magic to it. Like the message is still there. Um, do I think the movie's trying to say that if we keep drilling, that these underground crater men are going to come up and attack us? No. But I do think that it is trying to say that if we keep treating the planet the way we do, um, there's going to be some serious consequences.
What a strong and effective start to this one. Really sets the tone, sets the pace. Also, it just a really smart exposition dump that also sort of moves the plot along, really gets things going. Great attention here to the relationships. Um, just fine writing, really, all around. I enjoyed this one. It was a jam packed 15 minutes. Good stuff.
I love the clandestine vibe on the mobile phone video, and the science behind the story, the obscure political plot, including the news outlets and corporate greed. It's sort of a Don't Look Up without the irony and without the sarcasm. And it's just, it has amazing performances. This is a probably 99% plausible scenario, and it was just very well done. You really have this sense of urgency, and it is very well told as well. I really enjoyed it.
I thought Invade was a really, really interesting and suspenseful film. I think it has a really great potential as a longer thriller horror. Um, and I really enjoyed the angle on the environment and just the way that it was explored through news pieces and through the conversations between the father and daughter and the friends and the kids walking on the street. I thought that was really cool, and I can definitely see this as a longer film.